The Edmonton real estate market is on fire. I had the Vancouver Sun call me for an interview, and they told me that 50% of their residents want to move to Alberta. I recently did an inspection, and my inspector, who has worked with 200 clients from the beginning of the year till then, said 50% of those buyers were from either Ontario or BC. The real estate market in Alberta is drastically changing, so stay tuned for what this all means for everyone involved. My name is Adrienne Carlton with eXp Realty, and you are watching YEG Cribs.
Here we go.
If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
All right, so let's just start with a little bit of a review of where things are at. Based on the Edmonton stats for April, what we have right now currently is 1.5 months of inventory available. So we take the sales and we take the current inventory, we divide the amount of sales that happened the last month into the inventory that we have left. And what that equals out to is 1.7, so about 1.5 months of inventory. A typical buyer's market is going to be anything over 5 to 6 months of inventory. There's been times in my career when we've had like 9 months of inventory. Anything less than a 4 to 5 month inventory is a seller's market. So as you can see, 1.5 months is definitely a serious seller's market. So what's contributing to this? First of all, we've got a ton of out-of-province buyers moving here. BC, Ontario, the prices have been insane for too long. The quality of life is just too hard to make it financially. People complain about the government. That's one of the big reasons I hear people want to move here. All the taxes when they sell their homes. There's just so many reasons why they've finally had the final straw and they're like, we're moving to Alberta. So we've got a lot of those people moving here. And then last year we had interest rates go up and people kind of held off. They said, you know what, this is just too expensive to buy right now. Let's wait and see how things go with the rates. And when they drop, let's consider making a move and buying. So we had a whole chunk of buyers waiting on that. And guess what? Now they've decided to buy because the interest rates have stopped going up. They've held. And so now this wave of buyers from last year that never bought, plus this year's buyers that were intending to buy, plus all of the out-of-province buyers are now hitting the market and they are competing against each other. So what is this doing? This is really driving the prices up. I had a call from the Vancouver Sun the other day. They said, hey, can we interview you for a news article that we're doing in the newspaper? It's on people in Vancouver wanting to move to Edmonton and move to Alberta. And I said, yes, of course. So in talking with the reporter, she was asking me questions and why are people moving? And, I told her some of the reasons I just told you guys. And she said, does this concern you? Are you worried? And I was like, actually, yes, I am. I don't want the reason why they're moving to become our new problem, which is the biggest number one reason that I've been told that people are moving here from out of province is because they may be able to afford their lifestyle, but they don't see a hope for their future for their kids. They don't see how their kids are going to be able to buy real estate one day because it's just so outrageously expensive. So they're coming to Alberta because they actually want to build a life and a future for their kids. So I said, yes, it does concern me. Everyone wants to come here. That means our prices are going to go up and they might not ever come back down. Our new bottom line is going to be a lot higher than it was 3-4 years ago before COVID. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the people that are coming and I love that people want to come to Alberta. I feel like I would if I was them. There's a lot of opportunity out here. And when you look and think about your family and your family's future and what's best for them, that's what's most important, especially when you're a parent. You just want to be able to prepare the future generations for the best life that they can have. But then that does mean that things will change for all of our residents here. And so I do encourage people to move to Alberta, and we honestly love all the people that are coming here, but it's just a reality that we have to consider, right? So I said, yes, it is concerning. The prices are going up and they might not go back down. So what does this mean then? I'm going to first speak to the buyers that are local and then the buyers that are coming from out of province. Local buyers, I just caution you not to continue to have that mindset of, well, I'm just going to wait till next year. Okay, last year there was high interest rates. This year prices really went up. Let's wait till next year. Because what I've been seeing the last few years is this. It's not going like this. And the trends are saying that it's going to continue to go like this when you have someone like the Vancouver Sun calling you and saying that they did a poll that 50% of Vancouverans, I don't even know what they're called, Vancouverites, people in Vancouver are, when asked, would you like to move to Alberta? Are you planning to move to Alberta? They said yes. 50% don't want to be in Vancouver anymore. So that is the trend. These are future people, not people that are moving right now, future people. We've already had a ton come. So next year, it's going to keep happening, probably the year after, until there is a drastic decrease in the market in those provinces. So local buyers, beware. Don't wait too long because you might be priced out of the market one day, just like they are becoming priced out of the market. Provincial buyers, my message to you is, yes, we are still a good deal compared to where you're from, but our prices are going up. I was in a group chat with a whole bunch of realtors from my brokerage, and people were commenting on how the expectation of out-of-province buyers is just off. They're coming thinking they can get, pre-COVID pricing on properties like homes for $350 and like some crazy deal that just doesn't exist anymore. Our pricing is going up as well, so just readjust to your expectations, but continue to come in with that mindset of playing to win, because I will say this, out-of-province buyers, they have been through the ringer in their own provinces. They've dealt with multiple offer situations against 20 offers, homes selling for $100,000 over asking price being normal. Come in playing to win, because our local buyers aren't really, they're starting to adjust, but they're still quite often losing out to provincial buyers when they're in multiple offer situations. So you guys have a good mindset in that way, and hopefully local buyers can learn from that if you are in a multiple offer situation with 3 other offers, just going a little bit over asking price is not going to get you the win. You're going to have to go more, because you're probably up against someone from BC or Ontario who is playing to win, and they'll just smack down 20 grand over asking right away. So it's the nature of the beast right now. It's not fun if you're a buyer, but it's great if you're a seller, unless you're a seller that has to buy as well. It's the nature of the beast. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I work in the Edmonton and Greater Edmonton area, and I'm very experienced with in-town and acreage and lake properties. So as you can see on my channel, I've got tons of that stuff, tons of my listings of all different types of properties. So stay tuned with that. I'm always posting new videos. And if you want to give me a little like on this video, as well as a subscribe to the channel, I would love you forever. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.